What's going on, people? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put the title in the video. Y'all already know what I'm fixing to talk about. Y'all already y'all already know. The more I be into this truth, the more I realize that people really actually literally hate the truth. When you try to correct them on John 3:16 and tell them that John 3:16 is not talking about the whole world, they blow up with hatred in their spirit. It's like they say they love the Lord, but break down John 3:16. You're gonna see a whole difference in them. Any parts of the Bible that deals with not eating pork, all that stuff, and things of that nature, they're gonna sit there when it's like when you tell them, it's like literally like enemy's countenance change. It's like they countenance, they act like they your friend. And you find out years later that they really the whole time they really was your enemy. They walked with you and they act like they was actually your friend. You get what I'm saying? They walk with you and they act like they really for you. Like they'll pretend and they'll go along with you, talk with you, laugh and talk with you, and they'll act like they actually your friend. But as soon as you go to speaking on the truth and telling them, no, that's not the way the Most High set it up. When you tell, like for example, when you tell them, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get it out the Bible. Like this is what how you can tell when they're your enemy. This is how you know if they really your friend. To me, Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for 1 ounce of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. When I look at that, when you break them down who Esau is, as soon as you say Esau the white man, and that you tell them that this breakdown is based upon who Esau is, this is what they do. Let me show you. Before I answer that question. Okay, y'all, let's see here. Proverb, no, not Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, my bad. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for as like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped in a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him set at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goes to a sinner, he is defiled with him in his sin. Who will pity for a while? He will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he is imagining how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come unto thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. That goes into when you tell people they are your friend as long as you giving them stuff and you doing all these different things. You see what I'm saying? But as soon as you come out with the scriptures and you go to breaking down and you go to saying Esau, the biblical name for Esau is the so-called white man or the Caucasian man, immediately they're going to whisper much and they're going to change their countenance. The same people you think or you thought that was rocking with you, as soon as you come out and go to bringing these prophecies out, they let you know you're gonna find out real get. I tell you what, get around any of your people that you felt been rocking with you for years, and it ain't gonna take you long to find out. Say, you know what? I found out that Esau is the so-called white man is Esau, and he is the enemy that and the devil that the Bible speaks of. When you go to, if you say these things to the people that been following you, then you've been cool and hanging out with, you're gonna find out if they're gonna stick with you to the end. It's just like if your light bill is due or your lights or something get cut off. The best way, like the older people used to say, if you ever want to know who your real true friend is, get down and out. And I remember the video that the brother did on YouTube. He says, everybody who is of Israel is not of Israel, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. When I thought about those scriptures, just because they come out the seed of Abraham doesn't mean they're a child of God. And I'd be thinking about that a lot. And I'd be like, that's amazing how the Most High God tells you, don't trust everybody that claim that they really is with you. You see what I'm saying? As soon as you go to talking about all 613 commandments of the laws of the Most High, excuse me, of the Most High God, you're gonna find out real quick when you go to talk about the commandments, eating right, a woman supposed to wear pants. A woman supposed to wear a dress and not pants. You're gonna find out real quick who love who. You're gonna find out if they sit up and they say, "Oh, I love the Most High. I love the Most High God." You're gonna find out real quick what you're dealing with when you start getting in these precepts and you start breaking these precepts down and you start letting people know, hey, look, the Most High God is going to destroy America. The Most High going to put all of other nations into captivity and slavery for how they enslaved the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When you go to getting on topics like that, people immediately, you find out real quick who is with you. That immediately, if you ever want to see a separation, you're going to see a separation between yourself and them, because they're gonna either rock and ride with you for the truth, or either they're gonna separate. You gonna see it, and you're gonna see just who is who. So you have to pay stuff like that attention. You see what I'm saying? Because it's crazy out here now. It really is. Um, did I think I uploaded that video? Did I? Yeah, I think I did. I believe. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I did. I posted that, re-uploaded the video. This is a video of me talking to my brother 3 years ago in Georgia. I was living in Marietta, Georgia then. Yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying? And this video is like 3 years old. And it's a video, you scroll just a couple of seconds. I'm sitting right behind. the refrigerators behind me, you know. So hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to actually read for right now. If I can think of anything else, I can come with. But it just goes to show you can't trust everybody that say they just because people say they're rocking with you, just because they say that they love you, they care for you. That doesn't mean that they mean what they say. You see what I'm saying? Uh, because nowadays, when people say I'm a Christian, when they say, "Girl," although God doesn't love everybody, they'll say, "Ooh, girl, I this and that." They go to just saying, "Ooh," like simple things like I know I love the Lord. I don't take him seriously. I just say like, yeah, right. I'm saying to myself, yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Uh, but anyway, that's all I got to say for right now. And I just I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have to put the title of based upon what I was talking about in the video. I'm gonna try to get to the habit of putting thumbnails in there too. Uh, Everybody that say they're your friend is not really your friend. That's what I mean. Simple as that. And I quoted from the Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy. You know, that those are I'll probably take time eventually and put the scriptures in there. And I think I read Hebrews chapter 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator as a profane person as Esau. Esau is the most profane, corrupt that person on this planet that pushes all kinds of different agendas and stuff on this planet and just corrupt the planet. And that's the so-called white man. Um, but the video is just entitled "Everybody that say they're your friend, they just not really your friend." Now I'm out. They not. All right.